What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Release Radar Trailers. Today, we have one of our most diverse lineups ever, A24's most anticipated horror film of 2026, made by a 20-year-old YouTube creator, Pedro Almodóvar, competing for the Palme d'Or at Cannes right now. The most brutal martial arts film since The Raid, a stop-motion masterpiece from the makers of Coraline, a shark thriller at a wedding in Malta, Studio Ghibli coming back to theaters, and the Backrooms finally hitting the big screen. 12 films, 0 filler, let's go! Starting with the one everyone is talking about. A strange doorway appears in the basement of a furniture showroom, and suddenly, the rules of reality no longer apply. A24 is bringing the viral internet phenomenon known as the Backrooms to the big screen, with 20-year-old viral creator Kane Parsons directing his first feature. Chiwetel Ejiofor plays Clark, a furniture store owner who clicks a door into an infinite carpeted maze. Renate Reinsve plays his therapist, Dr. Mary Klein, who ventures into the unknown to save him. Mark Duplass, Finn Bennett, and Avon Jogia round out the cast. Produced by James Wan, Sean Levy, and Osgood Perkins. The full trailer got 20 million views in its first week. A24 even released a fake vintage VHS commercial for a fictional furniture store from the film. The creator has 190 million YouTube views. He is now A24's youngest ever director at 20. May 29th. The yellow wallpaper awaits.
I found something in the store.
Okay.
Number 2 is the British romantic comedy that already opened to strong reviews overseas. Finding Emily follows Owen, Spike Fern, the breakout star of Alien Romulus, who experiences love at first sight with a girl on campus. When she gives him her number with one critical digit missing, he launches a frantic citywide search across Manchester to find her. To narrow down the list of potential Emilys, he teams up with a driven American psychology student, Angourie Rice from Mayor of Easttown, who also happens to be named Emily. Already released in the UK on May 22nd to solid reviews, with Minnie Driver in the supporting cast. The directorial debut of Alicia McDonald. August 28th in the US, the most charming campus rom-com of the year.
Please tell me you basic.
Are straight people okay? Question mark.
This is a culture of toxic masculinity.
Number 3 is the Sundance sensation nobody's talking about enough. Ha-chan Shake Your Booty follows Haru, Rinko Kikuchi, and Luis Alejandro Eda, passionate competitors in Tokyo's ballroom dance scene. After a tragedy causes Haru to withdraw, Luis must find a way to bring her back. Won the directing award at the 2026 Sundance Film Festival, with Alberto Guerra, Yu, and Damian Alcázar in the supporting cast. Distributed by Sony Pictures Classics, a music-driven character study told across 3 languages, Japanese, English, and Spanish, that the Sundance jury called an unforgettable experience, one of the year's most beautiful discoveries.
Are you ready to make love to the Roomba?
遊び人の匂い一目惚れしちゃう。あのパンツ、お尻の良さがよく出てるわ。
Number 4 is the shark thriller with the most chaotic premise of the year. Chum, a dream destination wedding in Malta, explodes into chaos when a bloodthirsty shark attacks, and a sinister fisherman with a hidden agenda turns the celebration into a deadly trap. Forced between open water and a relentless human predator, the wedding party must fight for survival as secrets surface and loyalty shatter. The newlyweds are pushed to confront the cracks in their relationship to determine who lives, who dies, and who stays married. Starring Alice E. from Star Trek Into Darkness with Eric Michael Cole, Elle Haymond, and Sarah Ciotta. June 5 in select theaters. Something borrowed, something blue, something trying to eat you.
Let's kill this son of a bitch.
It's gonna hurt, Captain.
Who wants to get in the cage next?
Number 5 is the Spanish drama that won the hearts of Toronto. Forastera follows Kata, a teenager on summer holiday in Mallorca who suddenly finds herself caring for her grief-stricken grandfather after her beloved grandmother dies unexpectedly. When Kata puts on a vintage dress that belonged to her late grandmother Catalina, she begins taking on her caretaker role, blurring the lines between who inhabits who. Won the FIPRESCI prize at the Toronto Film Festival. Directed by debut filmmaker Lucia Aliñar Iglesias. Starring Marta Aliñat, Martina Garcia Garcia and Luis Homar, a meditation on memory, grief, and the ghosts of the past told through sun-drenched Mediterranean light. In theaters May 29, one of the most quietly beautiful films of 2026. Number 6 is the sci-fi drama that has the indie community buzzing. O Horizon follows Abby, Maria Bakalova, the Oscar-nominated star of Borat's subsequent movie film, a brilliant young neuroscientist who has recently lost her father and drowns her grief by spending her days working on a breakthrough that could change humanity's understanding of consciousness. With David Strathairn and Adam Pally, directed by Madeline Sackler, a sci-fi drama that uses the language of grief to explore the limits of what the human mind can reach. June 19 in theaters.
Dad, what are you doing?
I only want what's best. You're honest about what you want. Astonishing things can happen. But I can see now you're growing past me. Creating your own path. Worry, honey. A little disappointment won't kill me.
You know, people bring in the strangest stuff. I mean, this one guy brought in Hitler. I did it, too.
Number 7 is the martial arts film that critics are already comparing to The Raid. The Furious follows Wang Wei, whose daughter is kidnapped by a criminal network and who receives zero help from the corrupt police. He sets out to find her himself with only one ally, Navin, Joe Taslim from The Raid and Mortal Kombat, a relentless journalist whose own wife has mysteriously disappeared. Together, the unlikely duo ruthlessly battle the kidnappers in an explosive martial arts showdown. Premiered at Toronto International Film Festival Midnight Madness, directed by Kenji Tanigaki. 100% on Rotten Tomatoes from 24 critics. Brian Tallarico of RogerEbert.com called the fight scenes the most impressive in years. The hashtag show said it delivers some of the best on-screen melee combat in recent memory. June 12 in theaters. Don't miss this one.
I'm not one of them. Okay?
Number 8 is the film premiering at Cannes this very week. Bitter Christmas, Amarga Navidad is Pedro Almodóvar's new Spanish-language tragicomedy. After her mother dies, commercial director Elsa immerses herself in work to cope. When a migraine forces her to stop, she travels to Lanzarote with her friend Patricia during the Constitution Day long weekend, using the personal miseries of her close friends to resume her creative writing. Competing for the Palme d'Or at Cannes 2026, starring Barbara Lenny, Leonardo Sbaraglia, Aitana Sanchez-Guijon, Milena Smith, and Kim Gutierrez. The Cannes premiere received a 6.5-minute standing ovation. Almodóvar said, "This is so moving that I have no words." Already rated 5 stars by El Mundo, 4.5 by Cinemania. Sony Pictures Classics has US rights. Coming soon. Number 9 is from the animation studio that has never missed. Wildwood is the stop-motion adventure from Laika, the makers of Coraline, following Prue McKeel and her classmate Curtis as they venture into a dangerous, hidden, magical forest near Portland to rescue Prue's baby brother after he is kidnapped by crows. A sweeping, darkly magical adventure shaped by love, power, and the courage to confront the unknown. Voice cast: Peyton Elizabeth Lee, Jacob Tremblay, Carey Mulligan, Mahershala Ali, Jermaine Clement, Awkwafina, Angela Bassett, and Tom Waits. Directed by Travis Knight, who directed Kubo and the Two Strings. Every Laika film has been nominated for the Best Animated Feature Oscar. Distributed by Fathom Events, October 23, 2026. Director Travis Knight compared the film's scale to Lord of the Rings from the makers of Coraline, October 23rd. Number 10 is for the animation lovers. Tekkonkinkreet, the 2006 landmark anime film from director Michael Arias, returns to theaters in a stunning 4K restoration from GKIDS. Based on Taiyo Matsumoto's manga, it follows Black and White, 2 orphan street kids who claim ownership of Treasure Town as developers and Yakuza threaten to transform their city into a theme park. The visual language of this film, painted environments, fluid action, emotional depth, influenced a generation of animators. theaters. If you've never seen it on the big screen, this is your moment. 2026.
Number 11, because Studio Ghibli on the big screen will never not be news. Ghibli Fest 2026 continues throughout the year, bringing classic and beloved Ghibli titles back to theaters in limited screenings across the U.S. From Spirited Away to Princess Mononoke to My Neighbor Totoro, these films were made to be experienced on the biggest screen possible with an audience. Check Fathom events for the full schedule and find the nearest screening. Some things only get better with time. 2026.
It is a bit scary.
I think I can handle it.
And closing out today's lineup, Revolutionary America, a historical epic that puts the founding of a nation at the center of its story. Ambition, betrayal, sacrifice, and the question of what it truly costs to build something new. 2026 in theaters. The revolution will be televised, and it'll look incredible.
A number of the founders were marked men. These were in sacred honor. They would have all been hanged by the British.
You have to have the experience of liberty. A republic, if you can keep it.
They had.
And that's 12 releases you need on your radar right now! The Backrooms drops in just days. Bitter Christmas is at Cannes as we speak. The Furious is already getting perfect scores, and Wildwood just revealed its first teaser at Cannes. Which one are you most excited for? Drop it in the comments, like this video, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss a release radar drop. We track it all. See you in the next one.
I know.